All right, all right. What is going on? How is it going? We are here. We are here pretty damn early today. Pretty early. We've never actually. I don't think we've been here before. It's like noon for me. It's not noon for me right now. Actually, it's 10 a.m. Yeah, early bird gets the Tepig. I set in the schedule that on Sundays we would stream kind of early, starting at 10:30 a.m. It's about 10:50 a.m. Woke up a little late. Stayed up a little late, had a horrible football game. I did not personally play, but my team did, and we did not look very good. That was rough, and hopefully today can make up for it by giving me a shiny Tepig. That would be phenomenal to start off today a little bit, on a good note after a rough evening. I mean, we did luckily, we won the football game, so I guess you can't complain about that, and did end up winning, but man, it was not a pretty win. In fact, it was one of the ugliest wins I remember seeing in a long, long time. Good Lord, it was a rough game. And first two off the bat are not shiny for us, but that is to be expected. To be expected. Let's see. What do we got going on? Outside of rough football games and sleeping in? Yeah. Since last time I saw y'all on Friday night when we were looking for that level 100 shiny Magikarp. Yeah, yesterday was a pretty chill day. A lot of college football watching. My team's game was late last night game. Then my fiance's team, in a way, she's more of an NFL, she's from Buffalo, New York, so she's more of a Bills fan than anything. That's her big team. And they won big, this past Thursday they had a big game against the Dolphins, but her team, University of South Carolina, they got screwed royally by the referees in that game. Good Lord, they got screwed. They should have won that game. They should have won that game handedly, and the refs just kept screwing them. It was bad, but what can you do? That is the nature of sports. Sometimes you are just going to get some crappy referees who cost you the game. Although a lot of times it's like, okay, yeah, maybe the refereeing wasn't great, but there are things your team could have done, in spite the refereeing. Today, hopefully that doesn't happen too much. I need to get allergy medicine. I had to be off of it for like 10 days because of allergy testing getting done, and then I have not gotten back on it, so hopefully I do not have too much junk in my throat to clear out. DK, what up? How's it going? I guess it's been a minute since you were able to drop one by, but that is all good. No worries about that. I feel like the screen up here is a little bit really off center. I guess I did not situate the screen up here the best. I guess if I scoot it back a little bit more, possibly, maybe both of them need to be tilted back a tiny bit more. That'll probably be good right there. Watching Barker scream, the 17-year-old is cooking. Is that you talking about soccer, football, or is that something else? Yeah. Come on, press the button. Yeah, it is pretty wild how some people find crazy success like that in a sport, or really anything at such a young age. Certainly, it was not me by any stretch of the imagination at 17. Man, gotta keep my throat clear. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I saw a clip on, I think it was TikTok maybe. It was some guy, he was like performing at the VMAs. I think it was his name's like Benson Boone or something like that. Oh, we got the double female encounter. The rarest Tepig encounter we can get so far. 2 females. Yeah, he was like, just performing, like singing. He like did a backflip off of a piano and landed it perfectly, and then like kept singing. And I was just sitting there watching it, and I was just like, I was not born with a single ounce of talented bone in my body. These people are out here just born extraordinarily talented at stuff, and I'm just sitting over here like, I can't do anything. My talent is retaining way too much knowledge about Pokemon. That is my life's talent. Knowing way too much about a children's video game. Oh goodness, no, we did not get the Magikarp. Not even close. No, not even close. That Magikarp is over 5 times rarer than a shiny, so we were not able to find the Magikarp just yet. I thought it was going to be a super quick and easy hunt. Like, I did not think it would be something that would take forever. I thought it was going to be like, a couple hours just trying to get lucky to find the level 100, but nah, turns out they made getting a level 100 in that water insanely rare. Like, it's rarer than a shiny, which is wild. And then on top of that, you gotta actually get the shiny. Even with a cute charm glitch, it's still not guaranteed. Here, we're much more likely to probably find 3 to 4 shiny Tepigs before we ever found that Magikarp. That Magikarp hunt's just going to be a little fun side excursion we do every once in a while, because it's really not necessary for all this, but it was something that seemed like fun. I feel like I'm out of routine with this Tepig hunt for some reason. Something about pressing the buttons on the left DS. I feel like after doing all the fishing on Friday, I'm now in like a fishing routine with my reactions, and now I'm like off on the on the button mashing, trying to get through this cutscene. You back here a little bit more. Situated. There we go. Come on. Yeah, it took me about, and it probably took me an hour and a half to get used to the Magikarp hunt of doing the encounters. Because like I've gotten so used to these encounters, which take 30 seconds per, so it's pretty easy to remember after every reset of this to go increase the encounters thing. But every Magikarp fish, it was like I just kept forgetting every single time. I was like, wait, did I add that fishing encounter? I could not remember. Which is honestly surprising. When we did the Soul Silver hunt for the starters, that one didn't really like, I don't know why that one, because those encounters are really quick too, but I felt like I was on the ball with that one. That was one of those days where I was just on it, you know? Just in the zone. But yeah, when you really sit back and think about, like, I was actually thinking about really randomly. I was just driving from picking up food, coming back home, and I got to thinking. I was like, how incredible is it that, like, you know, humans as a species can drive cars? Like, I think that they've trained other kinds of animals to drive cars in a way, but like, you couldn't, as well as you can train whatever animal it is to drive a car in a parking lot, you couldn't put them on a highway going 80 miles an hour with traffic all around them. And like, yeah, sure, people still get in plenty of accidents and crazy shit happens. But like, when you really sit down and think about it, you know, it's pretty crazy that humans can just like drive a massive, like 1 to 2 ton piece of machinery at insanely high speeds, and like, you know, for the most part, we're not all dying doing it, like, and we're able to process like all this shit happening while we're doing this incredibly dangerous task. Like, I think we tend to forget how absurdly dangerous it actually is to drive something so large at such high speeds, but like, we do it all the time now. We don't even think about it. And then like other incredibly intelligent creatures, like, I mean, obviously dolphins couldn't drive a car. That's obvious, you know, even though they're very intelligent, but like, you know, yeah, it's just kind of like, it's one of those stoner thoughts. You get to thinking about it and you're just like, damn, humans are kind of impressive in a way, you know. We're also very unimpressive in a lot of ways, but when it comes to stuff like that, it's like, we can actually do this pretty easily without like too much effort. But then you put us in a foot race with most animals and it's like, oh, well, we're toast. But being fast was never our thing. It was being persistent. It was the distance running, you know. Yeah, I mean, shower thoughts don't. I was more thinking of like, you know, the thing, you know, when people get in that state and you're, you know, you got some stuff aiding your your time. You kind of sit back and you know, you just yeah. But yeah, shower thoughts too. I guess, I don't know, my shower thoughts tend to be like organizational, you know? Like, I try and get my life together in the shower. Like, when I'm in the shower, I'm like building a plan for how I'm like, my 5-step plan for like how I'm going to approach life for the next week or something. Like, I'm rarely ever thinking about stuff like that, you know? I'm always like, you know, I get in the zone of planning and preparation and stuff like that. Superior on shower thoughts, toilet meditation. I don't even know if I had toilet meditation. I'm on my phone on the toilet, so like, there's no real meditation for me. I'm like on TikTok or Twitter or something, so I guess that one's not really, you know, I don't really have that one. Honestly, I would say shower thoughts for me, superior. Just because, like I said, I tend to do my best thinking about like my life and what, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm working towards, how I want to, you know, get stuff done. That tends to be the most constructive time for me. don't know what it is. Something about like the hot water and just relaxing there. It really focuses me. And then I get out and all that goes out the window. All the planning, all the, all the like, okay, I'm definitely going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then tomorrow I'm going to do this. Goes out the window once I leave the shower though. Oh yeah, late night thoughts are different though. Showers are like planning. Late night late night thoughts for me are like, what superpowers would I want and how would I use them? Those are like the random things I think about at night while trying to fall asleep. I'm like, if I had superpowers, what would they be and what would I use them for? And then like when I'm driving or like going on walks, I don't know why both of those tend to be like a medium. They're like, they flip back and forth. Like when I go on a walk or go on a drive, sometimes I'm like organizing my life and like, being focused and like thinking about stuff. And then other times I'm just like completely lost in a fantasy world of just like, what if my life was like this? What if that? What if I won the lottery? What would I do then? Stuff like that. Well, that is much more that's much more pure and good-hearted than the stuff I'm coming up with. Oh, by the way, probably didn't notice, and not everyone that just generally around, here and now, but I did get a new chair. I finally committed. I got a new chair, so hopefully I can stop complaining about my back and the wheel being, definitely won't be complaining about the wheel being broken anymore because this chair does not have any broken wheels on it. So finally committed to doing that the other day. Actually, I on Thursday I had to go to. Yeah, it's not a gaming chair. It's like an actual nice, like fancy executive office chair. I mean, it's not like super insanely fancy. It wasn't insanely expensive, but it was nice. It's much nicer than that gaming chair was. I'll tell you that. Like everything about this chair is so much nicer. Like the lumbar support, the cushion for my butt, like. That was the biggest thing about the gaming chair. It was just like a board on the bottom. It was like sitting on wood. It was like, there's no cushion to this at all. This chair is like pillows. And then, yeah, it's got like dynamic lumbar support to help me out. And I like much more how it leans back. I don't know, the way it's like the leaning mechanism is a lot more what's the word I'm looking for here? The lean back mechanism is like just really, it's more comfortable, I guess is the word to use. Like The gaming chair was like either go all the way back or like, you're sitting forward. There's no like in between lean, but this one like I can really just balance in a good spot, leaning back. And then the armrest. Oh, these armrests are so much better. I have them like pushed down right now, but the gaming chair, I could only get them out of the way by moving them back, and then they were like in the way of my shoulders. These are just nice down and out of the way. I can pull them up if I need them a bit more. But yeah, I had to get. I went and got could not get that word out. Allergy test done on Thursday because I've been seeing the ENT trying to figure out some sinus stuff, so they did an allergy test for me. Turns out I'm allergic to just about damn near everything. So that's wonderful. Which I kind of already knew that. I had one of those tests done way back when I was in like middle school, and back then they were also like, wow, you're allergic to a lot of stuff. I guess things have not changed for me, but after when I was leaving the doctor's office, I was driving through the city, and I went by Target at first because like I keep going back and forth on buying a microphone like boom arm to connect to my table or my desk, and then like have my microphone like up here instead of down here on my desk. But I was looking at the boom arms, and I was like, oh, it's $100. I don't really feel like getting that today. I don't feel like spending the money. I'm not going to get it. I'm driving home and I see an Office Depot, and I'm like, but what I could use though is a chair. So I went in there and I was just sitting on chairs, just testing them out. Like, is this one comfortable? How does this one feel? And then one of the employees was like, hey, you should go check out that one over there. That one's really comfy. And that's what this was. And I went and sat in it. I was like, yep, this is the one. So yeah, a little bit of an impulse purchase this past Thursday. I was like, I'm fine. I'm done complaining about the other chair. I'm getting a new one. We're going to be comfy. Yeah, it's true. That was also the thinking of it. I was like, I can live without a microphone boom arm. I need a new chair. This is the second time this song has come on, and I thought it's a Legend of Zelda song, and I'm like, how did this end up in the playlist? And I look down, and it's actually Pokemon related. I've never played any of them all the way through to like beating them. I've like dabbled in them here and there. I had Ocarina of Time on the GameCube growing up, and I played the game a lot. I had no clue how to beat it. I was, below the age of 10 the entire time I was playing that game, and I just I could only ever get through the first the Great Deku Tree dungeon. And then after that, I did not know what to do. I could not figure out how to go through the rest of the game. So I played that one a lot. I just never got even remotely close to beating it. And then I had Phantom Hourglass or something on the Nintendo DS. That was another game I think I played a good bit. Just never beat it. Not because I couldn't. I think I was just dicking around. I think I was just not... I just don't think I was intent on beating it. I was just doing whatever. And then I play any more. I know I did have Breath of the Wild when the Switch first came out, or maybe not when the Switch first came out, but when I first got my Switch. Really, still at the time, Breath of the Wild was one of the only games that was out, and I played it some, but I got bored of it. Mainly because not the main reason I got bored of it was because I'd already watched someone play through the entire game. Like I watched an entire playthrough of someone like 100%ing the game before I even got a Switch and the game came out. It's like by the time I got around to playing it, I was like, well, I kind of know everything that happens in the game, so you know, I got a little bit into it and was like, I don't really feel like playing anymore. Plus, like, in all honesty, open world games kind of give me anxiety. I don't know why. Like, it's the weirdest thing. There's something about, like, something about the world being so massive and you being able to do whatever you want at any time. Like, I think it's just like, it's like too much. It's like, I need a little more structure. I need to be like, I need a task to work on, Tell me go here and do this. Tell me go there and do that. Don't just be like, okay, the world's your oyster. Go do whatever. Because then I'm like, what do I do? Mainly because it's like, I don't want to miss something is the thing. Like, by leaving it open world and just like, go figure it out, my brain's like, what if I miss something? What if I don't find something important? Like, Yeah, I think it was mainly just because it's a Zelda game. Like, I watch people play, Pokemon games all the damn time, all the time. I still love playing the games myself, but like, yeah, something about, I guess I've just never really been a Zelda fan. Like, they're fun, they're cool games. They're definitely fun to like watch. They have a great story, but they're just like, I guess I've just never been super drawn to them. Like Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom looked like an incredible game. I again watched someone play through the entire game and thought it looked like an amazing game, but I had no interest myself in playing it. I feel like the light over here is really dim. Well, actually, maybe that's too bright. That's fine, I guess. There's like a shadow being cast over here. I don't know why. I feel like there's not normally a shadow right here on the ground. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. All my lights are on. I don't think I've ever heard of Epic Conquest. Goodness me. That's right, Omar. That's right. Thank you for dropping by and reminding me. I almost forgot. 4769. That is true. We are on the way there. Yeah, no, never heard of it. Goodness, sorry about that, everyone. Man. I just get randomly super congested. Like I said, I really need to. I think the pharmacy's open today. I really should go by and get some medicine, some allergy medicine. Unfortunately, the allergy medicine I really need the most is the decongestant kind. And that's the one you have to buy at the pharmacy because it's like, I guess people can make stuff out of them, illicit substances, illegal substances. And so, you gotta like show your ID and buy them directly from the pharmacy. But I'm just over here like, I just want to breathe properly. Please sell me this. I just need to breathe. Loving through hate. Okay. How does that work? Loving through hate. What is that? How does that work? Ooh, excuse me. Tried to throw down a semi-decent breakfast this morning before hopping on stream. After huh. Gotcha. That sounds a little bit like I don't know if you ever read the Percy Jackson series, but like, you know, in that book series, the Greek gods exist, you know, amongst the real world. Greek gods do exist, and, you know, demigods are a thing. You know, they're half breeds, half god, half human, and the like mythical monsters of the world who normally don't bother humans, like they have it out for the demigods, the half breeds. Hey, I mean, not everyone, you know, not everyone reads. I certainly don't read as much as I don't read at all. I need to get back into it. I've been telling myself for a long time I need to read. But Omar, I had avocado toast. You know, gotta be millennial. Which I'm like technically on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z. I'm like right there on the cutoff. But anyways, yeah, I had avocado toast and just a protein bar. No, I don't say that. I love Percy Jackson, and honestly, I've never read anything else from Riordan. You know, and outside of the Percy Jackson, oh yeah, the Heroes of Olympus. I would say I liked Heroes of Olympus more than the original Percy Jackson. Like, I really liked the Roman gods aspect of it. I liked that continuation of the story. I thought it was really good. I never read Kane Chronicles though. I just did the first 5 hero. What is Percy Jackson and the Olympians? Was there another? I guess that's just I did the first 5 Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then the next 5 Heroes of Olympus with with Jason and the Roman gods. I never read any of the other ones though. Yeah, I know he. I know he did the Egyptian gods, and he did a book series with the Norse gods. Correct? I never read those either, but kind of in the same vein as all those, he did ones with Norse gods. Unfortunately, a lot of those books just started coming out when once I got, because the last Heroes of Olympus book came out when I was like a freshman in college or something, and that's truly the last book I ever read, to be honest. Like truly, I've read Game of Thrones a little bit over the years since then. Like, I read the first Game of Thrones book, and then I like here there went into reading the second Game of Thrones book, but I just I don't know, I couldn't. It just became so hard for me to find time to read, and I'm sure I could definitely find the time, but I just haven't. And I've read stuff here there for I read stuff here there for school, but since graduating, no, I haven't really read Probably change that. You gotta stay on the reading. You gotta stay learned. Stay educated. Yeah, the poor Percy Jackson series just cannot get a good good TV or movie adaptation. Like, yeah, the movies they made, which I only ever watched the Lightning Thief movie. I know they made a Sea of Monsters movie, but like I guess it was so incredibly bad that like I think it just got shelved from the internet. Like I never watched it. I don't think I knew anyone who did watch it. I think it was that obscure. It just like came out, flopped so incredibly hard, and was just like lost to time. Like it just, yeah, never watched it. And then I didn't think the first season of the Percy Jackson show on Disney Plus was that good. Like it was a bit better than the movie, but it still did not like. It still didn't hit. It just felt, I don't know, rushed in a way. Like it felt like they really condensed stuff on the show. Like I feel like they could have expanded upon stuff more. They certainly could have. They kind of seemed to cheap out on the CGI a bit. Like I don't know, the kind of like epic fights that I remember from, the books just didn't really play out in the show. But it's like, you're Disney, you have the money. Like, you can make these fights look and feel more epic and grand like they felt in the books. Like, they just feel so kind of lifeless and just short and boring and uneventful in the show. And like, and then, of course, as with any property that has to rely on child acting, there's going to be a little bit of like a bit of a talent discrepancy with children versus adults. So, like, that's another thing. You can't really blame the kid actors too much on it because, like, they're kids. They're going to grow. They're going to learn, But it's kind of like the same thing with Harry Potter. You go back and watch the first, like, 2 Harry Potters. The acting of the main trio is not the greatest, and they get so much better as they age. And so like that was a bit of my thing with the Percy Jackson show was like some of the line delivery, and it wasn't just the kids. Some of the adult acting was not great in that show either. So it could have been the writing or the directing, I don't know, but certainly the kids. I think the guy that played Percy did pretty well. The other two, Annabeth and Grover, the kid actors, I think they have room to grow. They felt a little, and again, it could have been directing. They felt a little stiff at times. But James, I'm here punishing myself, soft resetting for way too over odds, and we're not over odds, but insanely high odds shinies. Oh yeah, that Avatar movie was rough. Oh my lord, that Avatar movie was terrible. Which I don't even think that was the acting, to be honest. I think that was purely directing and script. Yeah, that first Shyamalan, or I guess that was the only Shyamalan Avatar movie. That was rough. Yeah, we were just chatting about Heroes of Olympus. I think me and DK both agree that it's better than the original Percy Jackson. With the Roman gods and everything. But I still really enjoyed the first Percy Jackson series, the first 5. I did think the Heroes of Olympus, definitely, they felt probably a bit more mature, probably because the audience that grew up with Percy Jackson was getting more mature with it, so would explain why. my what I kind of loved the most about Heroes of Olympus though was that it, like, especially in that first book when Percy's like missing, like they paint Percy out to be like, they almost paint Percy out to be a god. Like the kid is like a freaking legend amongst the demigods. I kind of liked that. I liked the way they worked that into the story, like going into the second book, you know, trying to find him. Like the dude was almost a myth amongst people. And that's something I want the show on Disney, but like Disney Plus isn't going to capture that because it's Disney Plus. Like they're going to keep it really kiddie, which is okay, fair, fine. But yeah, I don't think they're really going to grasp that. Like I just feel like they're not going to adequately convey the levels of power and badassery that Percy had in the books, like. In the books, that kid was on demon time, like always. That actually reminds me, I got into the Percy Jackson series by reading the second book first. I think I saw it at the book fair or something, the Sea of Monsters book, and I thought it looked interesting, so I just bought it and started reading it, and then I realized there was that was the second book, so I actually read the second book first for, yeah, being like a 9-10-year-old kid, not really thinking about it. I was just like, oh, cool book, let's read it, and then was like, oh. This is why I don't really understand what's going on. There was a whole other book before this. Three Blind Sister Drivers. I don't remember. It has been a long time since I really read them, so I don't remember exactly everything that happened as it happened. Which is something I've wanted to change, you know, recently. I've wanted to go back and reread the Percy Jackson and Hero of Olympus books just to refresh myself on like what truly happened in the story. But just haven't done it. Oh, I mean, that reminds me of the Fates from Hercules. That's probably who they are, the Fates. But yeah, that reading that reminds me of the Fates from Hercules, the three kind of old hag ladies that fight over the eye. When Hercules is like, what, in the underworld or something, when he's trying to save Meg. It's been a long time since I watched Hercules too. Dragon Rider books. I think I vaguely recall what you're talking about. I don't know if I really read them. But I think I think it sounds familiar. I don't know if I truly read them or not. I remember trying to read the Aragon? Yeah, Aragon's here. Aragorn. Isn't that the guy from Lord of the Rings? Aragon. Book series, but I read the first book, and then I think I got like halfway through the second book and just like didn't. I was also really young. I think those books were a little bit more geared towards an older audience, like not super old. I don't know. Just something about when I was reading that book series just didn't click with me in my age. So I only got through like the first book and then didn't really read the rest of the series. Shiny on being shiny. I just said shiny humping. Shiny hunting Marie for 40 hours. I wish I could say we've only been about 40 hours deep on this Tepig hunt, but I'd have to go back and add up the time spent through the live streams. Yeah, it's taken a moment for this Tepig, so I appreciate the support. This Tepig is taking a while. We've been going at this for, I guess, over 2 months now. We started this in early July. Yeah, certainly did not mean for that to come out like that. Just trying to say shiny hunting. Yeah, no. Kids, yeah. That was a slip of a tongue. There are no shinies being humped around here. Not at all. But yeah, growing up, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and I say Hunger Games were my 3 favorite book series that I read growing up. Hunger Games, I think that was more like high school maybe for me. Was I in high school when that came out? I don't remember. Maybe I was in middle school. I don't remember. Actually, I saw the first movie. I don't think I'd ever even heard of the Hunger Games books until the movie came out. And then I liked the movie so much, I read the I read the 3 books in about 5 days, which it did help that after the movie came out and I got the books. I don't remember if I was actually sick or if I was, feeling bad and convinced my parents to let me stay home, but I think I spent the entirety of like 2 or 3 days reading the Hunger Games books. I think I read the first book over like the weekend, and like 2 days went by, and then I stayed home because I wasn't feeling good, and then I read the next 2 books. Yo, Diglett Dude, I like that name, Diglett Dude. Yeah, we're having a great stream so far. It's been a nice early morning live stream, and thanks for dropping by. We are chatting about books. A good old book discussion. But Catching Fire, good lord, Catching Fire, both the movie and the book, like it's just an incredibly well-crafted story for that book. Like, it's even better in the books, but like that movie is one of the few book movies that like I feel really does the source material justice. Like, that is a good movie based on a really good book. Like, Catching Fire was by far the best book from the entire trilogy, and it was the best movie. Nice. You doing like Heart Gold, Soul Silver hunts? I would assume by the fact that you say hopefully get Totodile, you're not like explicitly looking. So yeah, you're probably doing Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Which, those games are, yeah, we've done a little bit of that hunting on the stream before, and man, those games are nice to shiny hunt in. I like that reset. That is a quick and easy soft reset for those starters. Series of unfortunate events. I think I read a couple of those books, but I don't think I read all of them. Nice, nice, Lily, nice. Yeah, thank you for that. Hope you get that Mareep as well. That's a great shiny. Shiny Mareep is so cute. Little cotton candy sheep. Ooh. Just record. Oh goodness. That was loud. Sorry about that. I really need to do some cable management for my setup. I got too many cords running by my feet right now. I'm trying not to kick them all over. Nice. Well, good luck, Diglett dude. Soul Silver is a great game. I didn't play that one for a long time either. That was one of the last like old school Pokemon games that I played. Like I played Soul Silver for the first time all the way through like in the last 2-3 years. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to it, but but yeah, series of unfortunate events. I think I read like 1 or 2 of the books. I think I randomly read like books 3 and 8, something like that. I don't think I read them in any like order or anything. But yeah, that was a long series, and I just never never really read them. Oh, we got a double female encounter again. Oh yeah, no giving up here. We are dedicated to the grind around here. I mean, I gotta catch 650 total shinies. I gotta be dedicated. Oh yeah, that's true. Those games are just, yeah, Pokemon games are stupid expensive right now. Unless you buy the Japanese versions. If you want to buy, I mean, obviously it's a little harder to play the games, especially if it's your first time playing the game. Then you're not really going to know what's going on if you don't speak Japanese. But if you know what's going on in the games, then yeah, like Lily said, buy Japanese copies. They are much cheaper. You know, like this right here. An English copy of Fire Red Leaf Green is like $130. I got this for $30. So like I saved $100 by buying a Japanese version of Fire Red. And then like Platinum's like what, 150? Like Platinum's a pretty expensive game too. I got this Japanese Platinum for $35-40, something like that. Oh, and then the most egregious ones, yeah, Japanese ones are really good quality. And yeah, for some reason they don't really make it's probably because they're not nearly as valuable. But Black 2, White 2, $170 games. I got this for $50, which honestly I think I overpaid for this. Like I think I could have gotten White 2 in Japanese for a lot cheaper. I think I overpaid by getting it for $50. I feel like I probably could have gotten it for $30 or $40. All right, sounds good, Diglett. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, I appreciate that, Lily. Thank you. Lily. I think I said Illy. I tried to say Lily. I think I said Illy. Appreciate that, Lily. Thank you. Or maybe it's when I say the word Lily really fast. I feel like the first L doesn't come off my tongue really well. Anyways, thank you. I need to get used to looking at the camera when I'm talking to I'm just looking at myself on the screen, so I'm like, thank you, looking at me. I should like look at the camera, or maybe would that be weird? Is it like strange if I just stare into the camera? Yeah, probably, because I'm normally just staring to the side, not looking. I can imagine, so yeah. I can see that being a... Yeah, Uncanny Valley can really be... Sometimes, like, sometimes it doesn't, you know, it's whatever. There are occasions where something pops up that's like Uncanny Valley that, like, truly does, like, make my skin crawl. It's like, it, like, gives you, you, like, shiver. You're just like, oh my god, that is just not right. But yeah, I've been calling ever since we started this that we are going to get a Japanese female shiny. I think that is going to be... That's how it's going to happen. It's going to be... from the Japanese game over here on the left, and it's going to be female. But I'll take whatever I can get. Oh, man. Let's see. I think whenever we get to 4,700 encounters, I'm going to put us on an odd number timer. Oh, we got another double female encounter right there. My head just got really itchy. It just got really itchy on two separate spots over here, like at the exact same time. Really weird. Yeah, when we get to 4,700, I'm going to put us on like we're going to increase by odd numbers instead of even numbers. That way, it'll be easier for us to get to Omar's prediction. I guess I mean either way is not difficult or anything, but sometimes I like to switch things up. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but that came out of nowhere. So everything is going to be hunted between Generation 3 and Generation 5, because the ultimate goal is to complete a Shiny Living Dex in Black 2, and unfortunately you cannot trade downward in games, so no Shinies caught from Gen 6 onward can find their way back to Black 2. So yeah, we got a lot of really high odds encounter Shiny hunts going for us for this. Yeah, mostly full odds. It's like my kind of philosophy is if I can increase the odds in a way to make the shiny hunting easier, I will. Obviously, in this case, it's like technically I could Masuda method breed for a Tepig. It would be probably a lot quicker than soft resetting. But since this was the inaugural hunt for this challenge, for this Shiny Living Dex, so I figured I would do this one as a full reset instead of Masuda method hunting. But it's clearly taking a lot longer than I thought. Or, yeah, I figured it would take a while, but I did want to start adding shinies to our total here before, you know, I didn't want to sit at 0. I keep forgetting which finger to use. I didn't want to sit at 0 out of 649 for too long, so we've actually been doing some cute charm glitch hunting in Platinum to get these shinies up here. So most of the full odd hunts we're gonna do are gonna be like legendaries and the occasional Pokemon that cannot be like bred for or found with cute charm in Generation 4. But also, like, and you know, things are going to be all over the place. Like, I might change my mind on how I want to do certain things. So it's like, technically, I could get a Spiritomb using the cute charm glitch, and that would make that shiny hunt really easy. But also, Spiritombs are really cool shiny. So, I might consider actually doing a soft reset hunt for Spiritomb. Or possibly, you can breed for Spiritomb too, so maybe do a Masuda method hunt for that instead of just using the cute charm glitch. Because it's like, while the cute charm glitch will make this, you know, process not take 10 years, it's, you know, for cooler shiny Pokemon, it kind of is a little bit of like, you know, it's a shortcut. But for certain Pokemon, it's like, you know, some Pokemon are just not, like, important enough to me to want to, like, fully devote a, like, serious hunt to. So, if I gotta use, you know, for, like, Rattata, I'm not gonna full odds hunt a Rattata. If I can get it with the cute charm glitch, I'm gonna do it. Because, at the end of the day, it's a legit shiny. But yeah, I don't want to devote too terribly long of amount of time to this quest, but it certainly will still take a really long time, even with stuff like the cute charm helping us out. But then there's also, you know, method hunts like Pokeradar. I think that'd be really fun to dabble with in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Try and hunt some of those. And then, you know, we might have some really unique hunts, like in Colosseum. We might hunt for Entei and Raikou in Colosseum instead of having to do the roamers from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So like, we're definitely going to have some really cool hunts to do. I'm thinking the reason why there was more of a shadow on the ground over here, I think even though I have like a curtain, like I actually have double layered curtains on my window over here, there's still a little bit of sunshine kind of like bleeding through it, and maybe that was helping, or was, you know, now that there's more sunshine, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's just me noticing things. I think the sun coming through my window is brightening up the room in the background just a tiny bit. But also I stream at night when the sun's not out, so like that wouldn't affect the ground, so I don't know. Where was I going? I was talking about shiny hunts. But yeah, let's see. We'll do some cool hunts like in Colosseum with the Raikou and Entei. I want to do some battle hunts, some like competition hunts in a way. So like Arceus versus Dialga versus Palkia versus Giratina, all four at one time. Which one will shine first, kind of thing. That's kind of like the big one I'm working on in the background to have set up for whenever we're done with this Tepig. Either that or Tornadus and Thundurus in black and white. It's like one of those two will be like the next big hunt we do after Tepig. Haven't quite decided on that yet. I guess that could always be something I do a poll on. Do like a community post as a poll. Be like, what should be our next, you know, big shiny hunt? I would like to do a Tornadus versus Thunderous versus Landorus hunt, but like doing all three at a time would be it'd be like tough. All right, sounds good, Lily. No worries, no worries. Go get that Mickey D's. $1,900. How many years is that? I don't even want to know how many years that is. It's definitely over. Oh, that's on. Why was I thinking that was like 15 years? In my head, I was like, oh, it's like 15 years. 162 years. Yeah, no. I don't got time for that. I do not got time for that. That is why I want to get the shiny charm, do some Masuda method hunts for a lot of things, and use cute charm to the best of its ability. Yeah, I do not. I have technology, you know, medicine might get to the point where they could give me another 162 years, but I don't know if I want another 162 years. Yeah. Right side of my jaw. It was like, I feel weird right now. Feels like it needs a pop. Got a like weird like tension in it. Man, I keep burping for some reason. Oh, I said I was going to put us on an odd number increment, but oh well. We'll just keep with the even number increments. We'll just no slowing down. We'll just keep chugging through with these encounters. The only thing for me is like, the only thing for me about immortality would be, I'm curious to see how like how the world ends up, you know? Because like I think about, you know, I think about people who died in the 1400s, and like, imagine, you know, being alive from then to now and seeing the way the world has changed. Like, that's my only thing is like, you know, when you're gone, you know, you're gone, and you're probably not going to know what's going on the planet, on the Earth anymore. It's just like, it's out of there. And as someone who just like doesn't like, I don't like not knowing things, you know? I don't like secrets. So, not knowing what's going to happen after you're gone that's like my only thing. It's like I want to know what's going on later down the road. You know, I want to know what the year 3000 is like. That's the only thing. Like, are we going to be living underwater? Were the Jonas Brothers correct? I want to know. I want to know. But I never will. I don't think I know that reference. What is Hidan? Haiden? I don't think I know that one. But I guess when I think of immortality, I think more of like superpowers than like medicine just being able to keep you alive forever. So like, I don't know, when I think of being immortal, I think of like, you know, Superman, you know. I think I just said 4 times in 10 seconds. So when I think of being buried alive, being immortal, being buried alive isn't on my fear radar, because I figure I'm just Superman and can just fly out of the ground. Oh, I've never watched Naruto. That was never something. That was not something I grew up on. Oh, the shadow on the ground is my chair. That's what it is. Oh. No, I never watched Naruto. I know the bare bones minimum of like the Naruto story, you know. I know his dad was a Hokage. I know he has a 9-tailed fox inside of him. I know his sensei is Kakashi, and what's the guy that Pain kills? What do they call it? What's that guy's name? Jiraiya. I've like heard of stuff here there about Naruto, but I don't know any of the deeper things about it. You know, I've seen clips. On TikTok about it. I know about Almighty Push in what's the name? Rock Lee. I like that clip. You know, like, I probably should watch the show. I really like the clip of Rock Lee fighting Gaara, and he like takes off his ankle weights and then goes crazy. You know, whenever that scene comes up on like TikTok in an edit, I always watch it because I'm like, oh, this is really fun. But I do not have the capability of sitting down to watch a 1,000 episode show. Or I guess, no, that's One Piece. I don't think Naruto is quite at 1,000 episodes. And then I think there's filler guides where you can like, know what episodes to avoid that's filler, but still, super long anime like that are not on my docket. Kevin and Cheddar, what's up? How's it going? I need to stretch my legs. All right, class, let's do some stretching. Ooh, oh, that was my back. Oh, that was my back again. Oh, I I didn't realize. I guess I never realized Naruto Shippuden was like different. Like it's a continuation of the same story, right? Yeah. I don't know too much about Naruto. I kind of thought it was just one big thing. I didn't know there was separate entities of it. In fact, I think I thought Naruto Shippuden was just the name of the entire show. I didn't realize there was different things. It's like I think I learned recently that Dragon Ball Z, all that were like, the different naming of it: Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I didn't realize, it's like it is one big thing, but like it's separate, like different series in a way. Yeah. I thought it was all just Dragon Ball Z, and then like whenever I heard people say Dragon Ball Super or like just Dragon Ball, I was just like, oh, they just mean Dragon Ball Z, but it's like different in a way. I was like, oh, okay, didn't know that. I thought it was just Dragon Ball Z. I thought that was just it. Those were not shows that I grew up on. I know a lot of people grew up watching Toonami and watching Naruto and Dragon Ball. I keep doing that with my chair. You can stop that. Dragon Ball and Naruto, Bleach, stuff like that. I was not a Toonami kid. Dragon Ball GT, I forgot that was a thing I've heard of. And my neck right now, goodness. What has got my CPU running so high right now? Do I need to close some stuff? Let's try closing some things. Oh, nope, that made it worse. Did that help out some? Maybe. I don't know. That's weird. I feel like I'm normally... it doesn't really matter. I always thought the Dragon Ball power scaling or like power ups were funny. In the way it's like, okay, Super Saiyan is the greatest thing ever, but then there's Super Saiyan 2, and what do you know, Super Saiyan 3, and then Ultra Instinct. I think that's a thing, right? Ultra Instinct. Which all anime is kind of like that, where it's just like random power-ups that were like, wait, you said 50 episodes that was the greatest power ever known, but now this is? You had to go beyond your limits back then to take on that guy, but now like you got to go even beyond that to take on this guy. So what is it? What are your limits? Because you keep seeming to surpass them. So like, do you truly have a limit? Because like you keep one up in yourself. And it's like Fairy Tail was the first anime I truly watched. I mean, Pokemon was back when I was a kid, but obviously when I was a kid, I didn't really know what anime was. I was like, oh, Pokemon's just a cartoon that I like. It wasn't until I got older that I really figured out that, it was an anime, and then they just repurposed it for English audiences in America, but yeah, when I grew up, Fairy Tail was the first anime I truly watched, and that one had a lot of, friends and family power up, as this one reaction channel I like to watch puts it. Just constantly like, oh, you got your ass beat, but then, the bad guy made your friend cry, so now you're gonna go ultra mode and beat them up now, because they hurt your friend's feelings. It's like, it's kind of funny to look at in hindsight. He's just a little bit like, it's just arbitrary. It's just like, okay, you need a reason for them to lose and build suspense, and then give them a reason to go beyond and win. But then in the moment when you're watching the show, you're like, this is so fucking cool. You're just hyped. You're like, yeah, you get them. You go fire lightning god dragon mode. Let's see, what was it? 4769 was the one call we're looking for, so we still got a little bit of time until we get to that. Hopefully I don't forget. That would totally be like me to just pass it over completely, zone out, not think about it. Yeah. I need to make sure I have my fantasy football lineup set before 1 o'clock. Let's see. So I don't forget. Let's do that real quick. Make sure I am good to go. Are you all good to play? Did I get someone off of... I ended up getting you. Do I want to play you? Sorry, just a moment. I'm trying to decide what to trying to decide my fantasy football lineup. By the way, I don't know if I ever showed y'all that. I'm always strapped with a Dragonite. Always on deck. Got a Dragonite with me. Do I want to play Mike Gesicki or do I want to play Hayden Hurst at tight end? Hurst is playing Carolina, and they're pretty bad, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. Is there anyone else I want to play? Do I want Matthew Stafford? Do I like real football? You mean American football, right? That's the real one, correct? American football? Yeah, I love it. Me and American football, we're real tight. Me and soccer, not so much. I was more into football, soccer growing up. I played it. That was a sport I played mostly growing up. I kind of fell out of it and stopped playing it. I was never super big into, I mean, even back when I was a child, MLS was nothing. And then, I didn't know how to get into overseas soccer. So yeah, it's not really my thing. My sister's a big, she played soccer all her life too. She played soccer in college. And then, so she's a big fan. She's a Man City fan. Yeah, Manchester City. I believe. Not Man United, not the red team, the blue one, Man City. I think do I want to play Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff? I'll keep Jared Goff in the lineup, why not? Sorry, one second. I am just trying to get all this situated. Is there anyone here worth changing out? No, I think we're good there. What about my other league? I have 3 leagues. I didn't even realize. Who did I have in? Oh wow. I didn't realize I had Ton A-Chain. And he got 26 points. Good lord. How did he get 26 points? Where did that all come from? Alright, well I need to get Puka Nakua out of my lineup because he is hurt. I gotta put you on IR. Now I need a wide receiver to fill in. Who do I got? Definitely Xavier Worthy. Well, I do have DJ Moore though, but no, Worthy popped off. Debo should be getting a lot of work. James Conner did really good though. Sorry guys, sorry. 1 second. I am trying to decide my fantasy football lineup real quick before I forget. I want to put James Conner in over anyone. Atlanta's pretty bad, so I'll take Bijan out of my lineup for now. But James, he had a good game last week. Alright, that should be good. Sorry all. I am back to the hunt. And Lily has her hotcakes. I don't know if I've ever gotten the hotcakes from McDonald's. I was always a chicken biscuit person for the longest time. Then recently, I try not to go to McDonald's too much anymore, but occasionally do end up there. I mostly get I was doing the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, but then it was kind of pricier, so I actually started doing the chicken McGriddle. It doesn't come with a meal, but you do a chicken McGriddle with a hash brown and a drink. It's like $2 cheaper than getting the sausage, egg, and cheese meal McGriddle. So yeah, but I try not to get McDonald's too often. I think they're overpriced now. I think they're way too expensive for what they're supposed to be. Especially their lunch. Breakfast, yeah, it's a bit overpriced still, but at least it's generally below $10. Their lunch is just like, okay, you should not be $12, $13 for a meal. Your McDonald's. Let's slow a roll here. Which I feel that way about a lot of places. I keep falling into this mistake of going to Sonic and getting just a blast. Sonic Blast with Reese's cups in it. That's, Reese's are my favorite candy. Yeah, it's my favorite candy. And sometimes I'm just in the mood for a sweet treat. I'm like, oh, Sonic's pretty close by. I'll go grab a Blast with some Reese's mixed into it. And then, I go there and it's $6 for a semi-decently sized cup, I guess, with a little bit of Reese's mixed into it. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they really load it up. Other times it's like, did you take one Reese's cup and put it in here? There's nothing in here. And I realized if I want the ice cream, I should just go to the grocery store and buy like a tub and a pack of Reese's and mix it up, and probably be cheaper, and I'll get a lot more out of it. But yeah. Yeah, sorry. Well, yeah, DK, you and Kevin, I guess y'all can do some chatting about football. Unfortunately, I am not in the position to do much chatting about the sport. I do not know a whole lot. Hello. What's up? Okay. Hello, Leo. Hello. Did you must have missed me. Hello. Come here, Blue. Oh, you come here. What are you doing? Come here.
You just write it down.
I'll just come put it in for you. Yo, 1 second. I'll be right back. Huh. What are you signing into? Hello, you two. What are y'all doing? Oh, hello. Goodness me. Hello. Hi. Hi, come here. Come here. Goodness. Crazy boys. Crazy boys. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord. Oh, hey, excuse you. You want some attention? Come here. Come here, Ryder. Come here. Come here, big boy. Yes, I'll pay you some attention too. Hello. Hello. Oh, Leo's jealous. Yes, he is. They're jealous puppies. Yes. What are y'all doing? Are y'all being good for mom? Y'all being good for mom? Y'all go play. Y'all go play. I will be out there in just a few minutes, okay? Well, not a few minutes. I'll be out there in like 40 minutes, okay? Right, Herd. Y'all watch out. I need to scoot up to my desk. Do I have a nickname for Tepig? What nickname? We had like Chris P. Bacon was, or Chris P. Something like that. But no, we don't have a really super concrete name for Tepig yet. It's a lot of bacon and, pork jokes. But nothing's too set in stone. But yeah, those are my dogs. Leo's the little blonde one. Ryder's the bigger dapple. He's like mostly black and brown, but he's got a little bit of silver and gray throughout as well. But my little dachshund babies, my little crazy boys, they are psychotic sometimes, but I love them. They are now under my desk, just chilling. Leo, is mom vacuuming? Are you scared now? Leo does not like the vacuum whatsoever. Yeah, whenever we actually get the Tepig, we'll I guess we'll take a poll or. Well, because when we actually get the Tepig, I won't be able to nickname it. I'll have to wait until later. So when we actually find the shiny, I'll take some inputs for the name, write them down, and then once I actually get to the name rater and can change Tepig's nickname, I will post a poll on YouTube and see which one people prefer the most. Yeah, crispy bacon is certainly one of them. And what's up, Sir McAlpha? I don't know. I don't think I've seen you around before, so welcome to the stream. Unless you have been here before. I try and remember my best, but sometimes I'm not always on the ball. Let's see. Am I going to make it in time? I feel you there. I feel you there with the doom scrolling. But welcome. Glad you could stop on by. Pork bowl. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of good nicknames we have. We will certainly have a competition for the name once it finally shines for us. They just lay down under my desk and fell asleep. I need to be able to scoot forward a little bit, guys. Excuse me. Leo, can you watch out a little bit, buddy? I'm going to try and scoot forward, okay? I don't want to run you over. They are unbothered. They're like, do it. Run me over. I don't care. I'm laying right here. Let's say, how many months does that say? 2 months? Well, dang. Yeah, I wish I could have gone 7 encounters. That would have been incredible. But yeah, congrats to you on that. That's awesome. Yeah, we've been doing this hunt for about 2 months as well. So hopefully we can end this one relatively soon. Something like feels weird. I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't know, something got me over here. Feeling weird. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we've been hoping for we've all been hoping for a while now that they'll show up, and these dang little Tepigs just do not want to shine. I just had a random itch to do one of our little excursion encounters, I guess you could call it. Should I do a random Snivy or random Oshawott encounter? What are we feeling? Try and throw a wrench into the plan. See if we can get a random one of the other two. All right, got 1 vote for Snivy. 2 votes for Snivy. 2 votes for Snivy. Intermission encounters. So 2 Snivy, it seems like. Going once, going twice. Sold for Snivy for $2. 2 votes. So let's see. Can Snivy randomly be shiny for us? Dang, really? Got a random Turtwig while looking for a Piplup? I mean, I would take it. I need all the shinies I can get. So if we want to randomly get a shiny Snivy here, I'll certainly take it. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Which I guess technically when I do that, should I even count those as encounters for up here? Because technically they weren't Tepig encounters, but like They were encounters towards getting the shiny. Which, at this point, I've done that, 20 plus times. So really, if I wasn't counting the Snivy and Oshawott, that number should really be like right at 4,700. Because we've definitely checked Snivy and Oshawott at least 20 times, if not more than that. Dang. That cup wins, that's tough. I certainly feel you there. I've done the Soul Silver hunt before looking for either Totodile or Cyndaquil, and I got Chikorita. I feel like everyone. I feel like that happens to everyone. We've had multiple people in chat say they were looking for one of the other starters and they ended up with Chikorita and had to keep going. I feel like Chikorita knows we all prefer the other two, and so Chikorita's getting their revenge. Did I not click A? What happened there?
Oh, the puppies are asleep. Oh, so cute.
I mean, I definitely don't mind Chikorita. I would prefer the other two in terms of shiny, but... Well, actually, I mean, I guess... Chikorita shiny doesn't look bad. Bayleaf and Meganium, the shiny could be a little better. I guess the Cyndaquil line is not like the world's greatest shiny. It's probably the reason why most people want Totodile. It has a much better shiny than the other two. But I certainly don't hate Chikorita. And, I kept the Chikorita shiny that I got. I did not reset over it or anything. Oh. Ryder has dipped out. Yeah, definitely more flowery Pokemon should be kind of fall themed. Leafeon, most of all. Leafeon should not be, its shiny should not be as bad as it is. It should be like a fall. It should look, where am I pointing? It should look like the leaves kind of up there on the trees. More of a orangish brown. Which Chikorita kind of slightly does. Like, the leaf becomes like a goldenish orange, but it's not quite really fall color. Yeah, for certain. Leafeon, which, that reminds me, whenever we get around to doing like the EV hunts for this, I have some plans. Because I like to do at least one Pokemon per thumbnail for these streams to have a custom shiny, because I like making custom shinies. I think it's fun. And when we get around to the Eevee evolutions, I'm going to be cooking up some custom shinies for sure. Because Espeon needs a better shiny, Glaceon and Leafeon need better shinies. Jolteon, probably could use a better one too. Really, Umbreon and Vaporeon have the best shinies, and then Flareon's decent. Flareon's like a goldenish yellow. It's not bad. And I mean, Sylveon has a really great shiny too, but Sylveon's not in these games, so... Oh, nice. That's smart. Using... I always forget about stuff like Illuminate having, out of battle abilities. Really? I guess I never really thought about that. There's nowhere in Heart Gold, Soul Silver to... Is there not? That's interesting. I just had never really thought about it. Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Like, I'm thinking, and like, you're probably right. I can't think of anything unless it's like, unless they randomly evolve in like Ice Path and Ilex Forest or something like that. Then yeah, I can't think of anywhere in Heart Gold Soul Silver that Eevee could evolve in those two out. It would have to be, yeah, it would either have to be Ilex Forest and Ice Path, or whatever that, I think it's Ice Path. Or, yeah, I can't really think of anywhere else that could even possibly work. Because it would have to be in Johto. There's no way they would put it in Kanto. Well, there is a way. They certainly could put it in Kanto. They are not beyond locking some things to the post game for that generation. Dang, yeah. I wonder why they didn't. Maybe they were trying to keep in touch with the originals, but they changed Heart Gold Soul Silver a pretty good bit, like from Gold and Silver. They certainly could have added like a leaf, a mossy rock in Ilex Forest, and an icy rock in Ice Path. They certainly could have done that to allow you to evolve Eevee in those games, but I guess that also comes with a caveat of, in Johto, they don't really have Pokemon beyond Generation 1 and 2. Like, it's not until, like, post-game that you can start getting more of the non-Johto native Pokemon. Like Hoenn and Sinnoh Pokemon. So maybe that was the thing of, like, they didn't want Leafeon and Glaceon available. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little bit. I guess then they could have added something. They could have added a mossy rock in the Viridian Forest. That's what it's called. And they could have added an ice rock in. Where, is there really an icy area in Kanto? Not really. Could have added an ice rock in. I can't think of anywhere in Kanto you could add an ice rock. Oh, Seafoam Islands. Well, I was blanking on that. Seafoam Islands does exist. I was completely blanking on that. Yeah, I guess in Oris they were a little bit more open to Pokemon beyond Generation 3 being available in those games, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but maybe like getting Eevee was like a later thing. It's been a long time since I played Oris, so I do not remember exactly how those games went. Yeah, that's right. Fire Red Leaf Green did not have the day and night cycle, which, like, I understand there wasn't a day and night cycle in the original games. I don't know why they couldn't add it into Fire Red Leaf Green. I mean, I guess it's another instance of they tried to keep Fire Red Leaf Green to only Generation 1 Pokemon. Like, Golbat and Chansey couldn't evolve until the post-game, until you had the National Dex. And so maybe by not adding a day and night cycle, that was their way of like keeping you from getting Umbreon and Espeon. But then, I mean, you could have just, I guess, limited them to post-game evolutions too. So, yeah, I don't know. That is weird. I feel like a day and night cycle would have been cool on Fire Red Leaf Green. I mean, there wasn't really. There was time in Ruby and Sapphire, but it didn't really become nighttime in the game. Like, it never got dark. It was just like, okay, the time is late, but it's not really dark in the game. But you could still get, you know, day and night evolutions, I believe. Yeah, I guess, yeah. The battery does affect the clock. Forgot about that. Oh, I guess Leo left too. I did not even notice Leo dipped out of here. Yeah, at least in the Generation 3 games, if your battery runs out, you don't lose your save file. We discussed that a few streams ago. In the Generation 2 games, and probably in Generation 1 as well, when the internal battery dies, you lose your save file too. It doesn't just affect the playability of the game, like you truly cannot save the game. Which I guess is not something they anticipated when designing the, you know, the way the game physically works. Yeah. Something is got me. Nope, Leo's back. Yes. Did you go outside and go to the bathroom? Were you a good boy? Oh. What are you investigating? What you sniffing over there? Man, and some water. Let's see. Okay, I did not miss it yet. We are 9 and oh goodness gracious, voice crack there. We are 9 encounters away from the call of the day, brought to you by Omar. 4769 will be let's see. We'll have to figure that out when we get there. But the coins what is happening to my voice right now, man? The coins will be brought out to decide which game will be our fateful encounter. What are you doing down there, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, little mister? Okay. Let's get going here. I guess after... will we be able to push through until 4,800 encounters? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. Probably could. Nothing really holding me back from doing it. Come on, the button did not want to react. Alright, nothing there. Come on now, come on. Let's get some let's start building up the hype, building up the magic, see if we can call upon this shiny Tepig here. I don't really have a thing for chat to like do. I don't think we've ever built up to that point of like a shiny hype or anything like that. Eventually, at some point, I'd like to be able to get some like emotes or something to use. Some like shiny luck emotes. I think that's a decent ways away though. Till I can unlock that. So let's see. These are the last two before our fateful call of the day. Anything crazy here? Nope. All right, we'll let these two run, and then we will decide which game here to check out. I gotta add the encounters. There we go. So what coin do we want to use today? Do we want to use Juniper or Victini? Which one do y'all think will be more lucky for us here? I'll let y'all decide based on the vibes off of what you see. What's more luck for us? We got Juniper, we got Victini. Who we feeling? Just want to provide the shiny. Yeah, we got Victini. We gotta grab the Tepigs first, and then we will be on our way to the coin flip of destiny, we'll call it. Alright, give me those Pokedexes. Pokedex-I. And now let's see. Victini. Oh, victory. Pokemon. Let's go, we'll say Black 2 is going to be head, or it'll be, the English version is going to be heads, Japanese version is going to be tails. Which one has the shiny? Almost lost the coin. Alright, we got heads. So, English, do not let us down. Show us a shiny Tepig here and now. Nope. Damn. Calls have not, coins have not blessed us yet. Coins have not blessed us yet. I gotta, maybe I gotta build up the tension more. What was I doing with my hands there? That was a little, I was trying to like, play the drums, like, build up the tension, but I think I got a little too trigger happy. I just wanted to check it out. Well, let's see. What does the Japanese version over here have for us? Probably shouldn't be tapping my desk like that so the screens don't go shaking around while the Pokemon's coming out. And we already got that. So, unfortunately, 4769 did not come through. One day we will get it right. One day. Oh, man. All right, where we got probably about 10 more minutes to go. We got to go watch some NFL football. So let's see, how many more encounters can we get out here? It'll be tough. I don't know if we can quite get to. Nah, maybe I just got to push through 4,800. We can miss a few minutes of the games. Nothing too important going on for us. Our team, the Bills, already played Thursday, so we can miss out on those the other scrubs. It's fun. What was he doing over there? I just saw Leo walk from the bathroom. I thought he was out in the living room. What was he doing over there? He doing something shady? Oh, dude, I just kicked the desk or something? Oh, that would have been a nice. That would have been a nice encounter number to get a shiny one. I like when they go in order like that. 4774. Very satisfying to look at. Has been a fun number to get. Keep smacking something around, knocking the camera over. Not knocking it over, but shaking it. Okay, good. I am recording, which actually, that reminds me, I need to clear up some space on my computer after this stream. Find some old recordings I can let go. Come on now. There we go. There we go. We got that. Oh, that was That was a rough one too. My ears like maybe I shouldn't be doing that. My ears like ringing now after that pop. Probably why I have jaw issues, to be honest. Probably all the jaw popping. I remember, when was this? Way back, high school time, something like that. I went to the dentist and they asked me if I was having like my jaw ever popped or if I ever had any issues with that. And I totally was at the time. Like, that definitely was a thing. And I don't know why I lied. I was just like, no, I'm good. You know, maybe if I'd said something back then, they could have attempted to do something. Which I don't, what can a dentist really do about your jaw? Maybe they can refer you to someone. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, little pig, come on, come on. I'll just be happy. I'll be happy to get to a hunt where we don't have nearly as long of cutscenes, long of time in between encounters. Man, someone out there going ham on that laughing emoji reaction. Well, I guess actually maybe you should stay right there. All right, come on now. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Hope we got a female over. Always point the wrong way. Always pointing the wrong way. I don't know when my brain is going to make the connection that when it's on my right on the screen, I need to point to my left. It's like, this is on the right for me, but I got to point left. I just know that's gonna happen one day. We're gonna get a shiny. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, look at the shiny, and it's gonna be on the screen over here, and I'm gonna be like, oops. You back again, Little Lee? Are you back again? Don't worry, buddy. I'll be out there in just a minute. Be out there real soon. We can watch some football. Although, I'm sure after last night, you probably don't want to watch any football. You definitely don't want to watch any Georgia games with me. You said, no, you were not happy last night. No, you weren't. He's just staring at my computer. What are you looking at? He's just looking deeply into the side of my computer. And now he runs away. Let's see, we only have a few more resets in us for the rest of the stream. We need a what's a good term? Because like I'm thinking of like, you know, when I watch people open Pokemon cards, you know, it's like, you know, last pack magic, you know, into the opening, your last pack, you know, last pack magic. Is it what, just last encounter magic? I don't know if that quite has the same ring to it. Is that the most applicable saying? Last encounter magic, last. I don't know. I feel like there could be something a little better, a little catchier. Let us see. I feel like we keep getting female Tepigs. Keep hitting that 12.5% encounter. What do you have? Are you trying to play the TCG? You got your burn and poison markers? I need to just throw that stuff away. I just have a pile of energy card bricks and sleeves and like damage and stuff counters on the ground over there that I need to figure out what to do with. It's like I feel bad throwing them away, but like I don't really have any use for them. I guess I could always like donate them to my. That's probably what I should do. I just put together a box of things that I have that I'm not using and give them to my local card shop. They could find good use for them. I just kicked my cord. I also have a bunch of bulk I need to get rid of. A bunch of bulk cards that are just sitting around taking up space. Oh, not pressing the button over there. All right. Let us do it. We have 8 more encounters to go until 4,800. 8 more to go until we call it a day and then come back on Tuesday. Yeah, that'll be it. Be back on Tuesday around 7:30 Eastern. If we do not, I mean, we'll be back regardless, but if we do not find a Tepig here, we will be back looking for the little yellow pig. We do somehow find the Tepig here. I will have to find a substitution for our regularly scheduled hunts. Probably just move over to Soul Silver looking for... Totodile is the big target for Soul Silver, but I'll really take any of them because we need all the shinies we can get. Oh, jeez Louise. One, why did I say jeez Louise? Am I 80? But I just have water flying all over me, goodness. Oh, I'm gonna need some paper towels to clean this up. Goodness. I did not expect there to be that much water in that cup. It is everywhere. Good lord. Okay. Worry about that in a second. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Tepig, come on. It's the way the screen looks on camera on this one particular over here, it always slightly makes me think that it's a shiny because like kind of looks a bit different than it should. You know, unfortunately cannot get the camera to perfectly focus and capture the colors, but every so often I see the Tepig on that screen and it gets me for a second. I'm like, I think it's finally happened. Yeah, I try and mess with the camera settings. I'm always messing with them to try and make the colors look as best as I can, most realistic, but yeah, it's a little hard. I've really more so started looking at the, like, so in the summary screen here, if it's a shiny, there'll be like a little, you know, red star right here in the little corner area, and then the Pokedex number up here will be red. So that's honestly more so what I'm looking at than the actual Tepig itself to see if it's shiny. I mean, I do look at the Tepig, but to like double check to make sure I'm not missing anything, I look in those locations to see if the colors are coming through. Or if the, you know, the little red star, red text is coming through. But we have made it to our last two encounters of the stream. Let us see if we can pull out a miracle here at the end and get a little Tepig to shine. So I'm thinking we'll check the Japanese copy first, and then we'll end things off with our English copies. So let's see, for encounter number 4799, do we have a shiny Tepig? That is a negative. But for encounter number 4800 on the dot, what do we have? Yet again, Tepig has evaded us. Yet again, Tepig does not want to join the squad as a shiny. So another great stream. Thank you all so much again for being here. Always super appreciated for everyone dropping by, you know, hanging out and chatting, because I would certainly not be able to get through these hunts if it was just me here on my lonesome. So again, thank you always to y'all. I will see y'all. We'll go ahead and get the counter up there. 4,800 on the dot. I will see y'all yet again, looking for the Tepig on Tuesday.